I love the Bonafide because it was one of those albums that you don't skip. It had the right vibe
Thank you.
throughout, and that was why I was surprised with Cool and Relax. Which Cool Relax, which was your, you know, you had more of your hits, but it wasn't as consistent as say Bonafide, where you did
Oh,
the
you think?
not because you did most of the work, so you could the tempo was just right, and it just it just fits. Cool and Relax is Cool Relax. Everyone loves it. They love the hits and things. Um, but when that's why I told you pleasures you like was probably my favorite because you did most of the production. You did.
Mm,
I just looked at it. You did 12 out of the 15, uh,
yeah.
minus the five interludes. So it went back to I kind of liked the fact that when you were doing majority of the production, you controlled the tempo, the vibe. So I knew what I
Mm,
was getting into. Um,
mm,
but as I said, no one can deny how the big productions on Cool Relax. But I didn't know when you think about those three albums, those first three, did you see the difference between when you handled the production and compared to when you had Cool and Relax? Because Pleasures You Like, I said my favorite, followed by Stronger, Stronger and Every Day.
mm.
You'd be surprised that I actually love Comfort Swag and Helpless Romantic. So I went,
Yeah, those albums are now I've gone back to doing albums primarily myself. Like the last three, I think the last four albums. So this album, Waiting on You, is all me, except for I think maybe one track, which is Waiting on You is produced by Brady Watt, the lead off single, but everything else on the album is me. And the last album, B-Sides, was also all me. And Comfortable Swag was all me as well.
yeah,
Except for I think one song I had my man Adonis produce a song for me. But yeah, it's music is my thing. That's what I do, from the ground up, from 0 to 100. But it's also a beautiful thing to be an artist and kind of to let others kind of have their their sound, allow them to have their sound and how they see you fitting into their sound. Because I can stretch, and it's all about stretching and being, taking chances and doing things that are unpredictable. Because then you can keep it interesting. Because you can always go back to the old templates. You can always go back to your doing it yourself and being the only guy in the room. But yeah, I think there's some magic in collaboration. It's like for me, the things that really keep this thing very interesting for me. You know,
yeah. But think about Amnesia, and I'm
I'm
like
sorry,
Amnesia on
amnesia.
comfort.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was you're talking about being out of your comfort zone. That was
Yeah,
like
that's a return to like an energy like Gone Before Light you mentioned before. Just getting back to showing that side. I'm a huge Duran Duran fan. Like I've
okay.
I've I've always used Duran Duran for both musically and visually, as sort of like my it's my music, it's my go-to inspiration music to remind me of what I do, which is art, which is
Mm.
create art. And their consistency and ability to be so vulnerable in a time where it would seem to be quite the opposite and that would pay off. So it's just gonna go just kind of go crazy, as far as what they could do, but at the same time to be able to have the taste to be able to kind of do what they do the way
Mm.
they do it and not sort of try to stay up with the trends, but just kind of keep the sound selection interesting and kind of keep changing, but they kind of go back to some formulas. It's just as a fan, I'm very, very happy as a Duran Duran fan when I listen to their music now, after all these years. So it's really kind of what inspires me to kind of keep my music growing and to keep thinking like on the up and up as far as like sound selection and just not really don't I mean I stay close to what's happening. Like I keep a temperature on what's happening in the music because I want to sort of allow, you know, we're all kind of like schools of fish swimming in the same direction, in a
Yeah.
sense, with this R&B thing. So that's how my man DJ Quick recently just described it, and when I did that song "Don't Talk" and I produced that track, I was giving him his flowers because I was just like, man, that groove back then, that boom, clap, boom, clap, you know, I was inspired by you. All those songs that we grew up just by you, you know, that 1-2. Could nobody do it like you? But I was trying to put my triangles and my percussion in the background. And he's like, really? That's cool, man. You know, and so it's always nice to bring it full circle. But yeah, you know, I just keep reaching for beautiful things that I wanted, you know, to reflect, and it's all from rock to house to to jazz to reggae to, you know, to soul to gospel. Nothing is out of balance for me. You know what I mean? It's just music. It's sound. So as long as I can kind of get in there, even with like the new energies of like Afrobeat and I'm a piano and things like that, and how that's flipped R&B, like
Yeah.
that gave a kind of new injection to R&B. I love that. So, you know, I've always played with the dancehall energies as well, you know, as far as like that being a huge, you know, influence on me too. And kind of traveling and hearing music worldwide, not just in the United States, and having it be an influence. So yeah, I'd love to show that. So I got a chance to do that on Pleasures You Like with a song like Layaway with featuring AZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a dope way to kind of show kind of calypso energy with the track, and kind of get into that. But yeah, being in NY, as much as I was out there, I was hearing so much different kind of culture, and also coming to England as well and being in London a lot, like just hearing so much. And I'm just like, oh man, I gotta put some of that in here. Like, you know.
Yeah, but if somebody listens to your catalog, they would see the progression as a producer and a songwriter. Because when you look at Comfortable Swag, it is some dance. It was up tempo. Watching Now, it was like, okay, that sounds like Timberland kind of beats. You know, Watching Now. I don't know if you, but yeah, I was like, wow, that. You know, I think Nelly Furtado kind of vibe on the beats that you did, you know, that you did yourself. So it showed a different range. So if somebody listens to Comfortable Swag and then listen to say Cool Relax, they won't realize, wow, this he has a range and he's producing this all himself. I mean, hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
Somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas Boys and men and all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different